Students, a new search engine? How can I get out of this house without going anywhere near your garage? Said the partner who didn't invest in Google. In this episode, we'll explore how one of the most famous venture capital firms in the world missed investing in Google, Apple, Facebook, Tesla, Airbnb, and many other huge successes. Looking at these companies now, it's easy to believe that anyone would have invested early on if they had the opportunity. But that's not the case. All of them were small startups once, and their future success was not as easy to predict as we believe looking back. The antiportfolio is, as the name suggests, the list of companies that a VC could have invested in, but decided to pass on. Why did they pass on? High valuation, existing competitors, and other reasons that we'll discuss in the next minutes. Stay tuned for some memorable misses. Bessemer Venture Partners, BVP, is not only one of the oldest venture capital firms, but also a very successful one. They invested in companies like LinkedIn, Twitch, Shopify, Pinterest, and others. But today we'll discuss their misses, their anti-portfolio. By the way, this is not something usual. Almost none other VCs talks openly about their mistakes. Therefore, hats off for this kind of transparency. Here are some of their famous misses besides Google. 1. Airbnb. BVP met with Brian, the CEO of Airbnb, in January 2010 when they were making $100,000 per month. Brian wanted valuation of $40 million, which seemed crazy. In March, they were already doing $300,000 per month, and by April, they raised the Series A at $70 million. The actual crazy part? Airbnb went public at $41 billion valuation. Each million invested in 2010 would have probably returned more than 500 millions. 2. Apple. Bessemer had the opportunity to invest in pre-IPO secondary stock at a $60 million valuation. The partner called it outrageously expensive. Apple IPO'd at $1.8 billion. 3. Coinbase. The CEO of Coinbase asked Bessemer, "What questions can I answer for you in the next 2 weeks that would cause you to invest in Coinbase?" The offer was to invest $500,000 at a valuation of $10 million. The reply? "There's no question you could answer that would cause me to invest." 9 years later, Coinbase would go public at the valuations of $85 billion. That $500,000 would have returned more than $2 billion. 4. Facebook. Jeremy Levine, partner at BVP, spent a weekend at a corporate retreat in the summer of 2024, dodging persistent Harvard undergrad Eduardo Severin's rapid pitch. Finally, cornered in a lunch line, Jeremy delivered some sage advice. "Kid, haven't you heard of Friendster? Move on, it's over." 5. Snapchat. The same partner arrived in Los Angeles 3 hours late due to flight delays and had time for only one of the 2 scheduled meetings. He literally tossed a quarter and phoned Ivan Spiegel, CEO of Snap, to cancel the meeting for the discussion. 6 years later, Snap got listed at more than $24 billion, the biggest IPO of that year. Another few billions missed. And the list goes on. Tesla, the partner, did buy a car but did not invest because of the negative margins. It's a win-win. I get a great car and some other VC pay for it. eBay, stamps, coins, comic books, you've got to be kidding. FedEx, they passed on the opportunity to invest for 7 times. Zoom, market too crowded for another video conference tool. And many more. You can read about them on their website. 1. Lesson for investors. Even the best ones have many misses. They just don't talk publicly about them. 2. Lesson for founders. For every VC that said yes to a startup, there are tens or hundreds who said no to the same startup, even for these amazing companies. So don't get discouraged. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.